Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Oh my gosh.
Everyone.
It is C2E2 week.
Oh my God. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Waiting and waiting and waiting.
I
And
know.
yeah, I've been looking forward to it so much. Just because it's always such a good time. It's like my favorite convention that I've been to, so it's always so fun.
Well, and I feel like C2E2 this year has kind of like stepped up. It's not like stepped up its game, but I feel a lot of different kinds of celebrities more than we've seen in the last couple of years. And we're going to have Funko and Mondo and Loungefly and Bandai will be
It's
there.
crazy.
And then I feel like we're getting we're getting Brandon Sanderson, who is a really huge author. I feel like it post COVID C2E2 has been like kind of like ramping up to get
Yeah.
more guests and things like that.
Yeah. Plus,
So
last year was MegaCon Orlando around the same time. So then we had way less creators and just people in general. So I think, yeah, I feel like this one will be kind of similar to a couple years ago. And I'm really excited for it.
same, though I'm still so sad that Jonathan Hickman got
I
COVID
know.
year that he was supposed to go to,
I know, right?
and now he is not coming back. So
Well, hopefully one day.
one day I will meet him.
Yes.
Well, we can jump into it. I mean, we're going to cover the exclusives that we'll be seeing at C2E2. Both Candace and I were able to get reservations for. Did you get reservations for both Funko?
No, only Funko. So yeah, me and Haley went to a coffee shop on the day that we hung out for her birthday, literally just like waiting in the queue line for like all these reservations. And timing really does matter because Haley was able to snag Funko and Mondo. I only got Funko, which is fine because I'd rather get Funko if anything.
Yeah, because you weren't really interested in any of like the Mondo stuff. And I think what
No.
we're gonna see is Funko also is featuring Loungefly stuff. So like a lot of the stuff will be in the Funko section. And but I'm excited because I was able to get spots in the early hours on the first day on Friday. So that'll
Yeah,
be
mine's on Saturday.
so I'll likely be picking up some stuff for Candace just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we
Yeah,
could
let's dive
jump
in.
into the Funko exclusives.
So first of all, it's such an adorable little poster that they came up with. Because the theme this year for Funko, and I guess kind of all three of them, is Funko Airways. So you're gonna kind of notice that as a theme with some of the original characters. If you want to show, we can kind of go over them. Yeah, so there's quite a bit, and I tried to organize it in order of actually retailer exclusives because if you can't make it to C2E2, actually a lot of like shared retailers will be selling some of these Funkos as well. So the first batch is going to be from Funko.com. And a lot of times Funko will have original characters, especially for like special events and stuff like that. So, oh, good morning.
Good morning.
So since this year's the whole like Airways pilot theme, we have three of them, which the first one is called First Officer Proto, Freddy Funko, who's always the main mascot of Funko, and Franny Funko, which I don't know her relation to Freddy. But I think they're really, really cute, especially with the pilot and like the whole Pan Am vibes. And I'm
I'm
kind
so here for the Pan Am design of
of that's
like
really
this,
cute.
the Funko Airways.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted. I don't have too many Freddies, but maybe I don't know, the Fanny one's cute too. So
The
I don't
Fanny
know.
one is really cute. I think between the two, I really like Fanny.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Then next is a Looney Tunes one. So originally I thought this was Tweety, but it is not. It is Egghead Jr., which I'm not familiar with that character. I know a lot of the main characters have like junior characters. But I originally, if it was Tweety, I probably would have got her. Good morning. But otherwise, nah. So then next one we have two One Piece characters, which I know a lot of you guys love One Piece.
I know a lot of people are excited about these.
Yes. So we have here Caesar Clown and the Shanks Wanted poster. So the Shanks Wanted poster is one of those like in a plastic case that has a poster in the background. In this case, the Wanted poster. So those are a lot of fun ones.
Hi, John.
Hey, John. Good
We
morning.
being for C2E2, so we're going over the exclusives, and all the things are going to get signed, which happens to be a lot.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah, and then for Marvel we have Tony Stark. And this one is his summoning armor, which is really cool because it's like half has his like armor, half has his suit. I think, and he's wearing his shades. Really, really fun. Then we have a Simpsons Funko, which Haley probably thinks I'm gonna want it, but I actually think I'm gonna pass, to be honest.
Is it because of the colorway, though?
No, I kind of dig the colorway for this, but
Oh,
I don't even remember this character that well, and I collected some of the Simpsons pops, but I like very specific ones, so I'm probably gonna pass because there's other ones I want more.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
think in general, I'll be passing on most. If Well, I think I'll be passing on all of the Funko exclusives. I think just like in general, I'm trying not to. I've already gotten so many like figures recently, so I'm trying not. The Mondo figures have recently been the thing that I have been
this
invested
is
in.
true. This is
Yeah,
true.
so I can't, I can't do it all, and so Funko doesn't really have any characters that I'm like super excited about. But I think that these are all really cool, and there's definitely something for everyone who collects Funko.
Absolutely. So we have some more anime characters, which I'm gonna try not to butcher the names. um, let's see, who is this one? Naruto. Yeah. So from Naruto, we have here we go. Madara Uchiha with Rinnegan and Sharingan. And from Dragon Ball Z, we have Yahirobi and Karen. And then from My Hero Academia, we have Miro Tagada. I've never really watched any of these, so I'm not as familiar except for the Dragon Ball Z, even though I haven't watched that either. um, but I think that's awesome that they have all these anime characters. Okay, so the next one that I'm excited for, which is a GameStop shared retailer, is of course Haley's favorite. Haley loves Toy Story so
I hate
much.
Toy Story so much.
Is I said this to her when I found out, and she's like, "Yeah, okay." Is Buzz and Woody playing video games? Honestly, this is the one I want the most.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a 2-pack, which I'm hoping is not gonna up the price too much. But I think they're really, really cute, especially because I love video games and Toy Story. So I really, really want that one. Then we have 2 from Target, which is gonna be a Kung Fu Panda, which is Poe with dumplings. I think that's just so cute. I'm not
really
a huge Kung Fu Panda fan. I realized I only maybe watched like the first one.
Same, but I feel like didn't a new one come out? People are really loving Kung Fu Panda, or the kids are loving Kung Fu.
Yeah, but I think he's really, really cute. And then from DC Justice League, we have Green Lantern. And then of course we have a Pokemon one, which is a Cresselia, which is pretty cool. And then the last one we have, which I also want because I'm a Disney girl, is Jiminy Cricket Soda Pop. Of course, from Pinocchio. I really love the soda can ones. I think they're really fun. And I love the packaging too. It's really cute.
Okay.
Because she hates my childhood, basically. She doesn't like any of my childhood.
The film just like really kind of freaked me out when I was a kid, especially like those like the claw ones in the first one, and what's that kid's name in the sandbox? Sid. Like really freaked me out.
I mean, he is creepy. You're not wrong. Especially like back then, the CGI.
Yeah, I just never really got over that. And so then they would come out with the next ones, and I would try watching them, and it just the whole idea of like the talking toys actually freaked me out rather than made me excited, like probably most kids. And so I have never liked Toy Story. And I also think that like that pink bear in the recent ones are so freaking creepy. And then also, was it the second one? There's the sheriff dude. Also gives me weird vibes. I just all of it. They're like villains. Actually, do a good job of scaring me. So
funny. Yeah, that is why Haley doesn't like Toy Story, and I tease her about it all the time.
Yeah, no, I think it's an anti-Toy Story 1 through 4. But
just any Toy Story. I don't think it can be redeemed for her.
No, it really can't.
Yeah, the Green Lantern one. It says it's from Kingdom Come. I don't know if that's like a anime thing or comic series. I don't know that one.
I think it's a comic series.
So maybe that's why That's the style they went with.
I think and correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the chat, the Kingdom Come, isn't it an other worlds or like Elseworlds like kind of universe comic series in DC? Maybe I'm
Could
totally
be.
messing this up, but
Yeah, someone let us know. Yeah, I
like,
didn't recognize that version.
yeah. It
Yeah,
is so scary.
fourth I've only watched once. I love all three honestly, but I think the second one is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay, it is an Elseworld.
Okay, thank you.
I feel very proud of
Yeah.
myself for doing that. I think I went down a rabbit hole recently about those stories, and that's why I know that.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that covers all of Funko. Oh wait, one more thing. I did forget. There is gonna be a booth only exclusive, which is gonna be a t-shirt. I couldn't find a good photo of it, but it's basically gonna be like the theme with the Funko Airways, kind of like the poster and the characters. So if you like the Funko t-shirts, then I would check that out. I don't know if I'm gonna get one. Maybe, maybe not, depends.
Yeah, I think it depends on like how much
Price and
these
yeah.
exclusives are.
But yeah. Next.
So then we have Mondo. I am so excited that Mondo is going to be at C2E2. In general, I've really loved Mondo's prints. My big X-Men, Hickman, House of X, Powers of X print is from like a Mondo exclusive.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Done by Matt Taylor. And
I
so
love that one.
I really love what they do. And then I recently got the Harley and Joker figures as well as Magneto.
She's a Mondo girl now.
I'm a Mondo girly. I will say I was hoping for something a little bit more that I'd be interested in with the exclusives, but they're doing it'll be also like an online exclusive, and they'll have it at the booth, the Werewolf by Night, which is a vinyl figure designed by James Gorman. He does like the pen and ink variants that a lot of people like. It's limited to 200. And so I think that this is really cool. I feel like I like ones that just like look cuter. And it's such a like intense Werewolf by Night.
It's really cool.
It's really freaking cool. The detail is amazing. And I think that this also just pairs really well when we saw the black and white version of the Werewolf by Night. The posters that they'll be dropping for C2E2 exclusives is an Amazing Fantasy 15 screen printed poster. So the artwork is by Jack Kirby. This will be limited to 240 prints. And then Batman, The Adventures Continue #1, which the artwork is by Dave Johnson, and it's limited to 165. 165 editions. And so they're about 24 by 36 in terms of their size. So these are really cool. I think that for the exclusives, I kind of wish that they did something a little bit more original, like they had original artwork versus like comic cover prints, because I feel like you could get an Amazing Fantasy kind of poster in a bunch of different places.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, Mondo is higher quality, but I do wish that they did something a little bit more interesting for their exclusive posters.
Yeah, honestly, I even like their advertisement poster, but I don't know if they're selling that, like the one that was in the one prior, but I think I like that kind of like original design as well. So Haley, you will not have to pick up anything for me. I am curious, so you have to let me know like what other kinds of merch they have there.
Yeah, I'm really like curious to see if they'll be stocking other things from Mondo, if it will only be C2E2 exclusives, because I do think that if they're stocking other figures and things like that, there's a good chance I could walk away with a Mondo figure, especially if they bring any of their X-Men 92 figures.
Yeah.
But in terms of the exclusives, I'm just not really interested in what they are bringing, which again is just really a little bit disappointing, because the Hickman kind of X-Men poster that I got was, I think, a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I've seen them do like really interesting artworks for cons before in terms of exclusives, but but let us know if you guys would be interested in any of these. I'm curious to see what you all think of what they're doing. the next exclusives we'll have is Loungefly. And I was really surprised that they did Moon Knight. But when I was looking through
Mm-hmm.
comments in like when Loungefly announced this, I guess a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people they had done maybe some Moon Knight merch previously and it was really successful and people really, really loved
Huh.
their Moon Knight merch. So first they'll have a limited edition Marvel Moon Knight light up mini backpack. I love the fact that the eyes
So
light up.
cool. I
I'm a
love that.
little compelled by this. Give me shiny things.
I can't wait. Like, we're gonna be separated when Haley goes to the booths, and I'm just waiting to see her come back with like all this stuff in her hands.
No, that won't happen. That can't happen. Um, and then so I think that they will have a few either leftovers or they have a certain allotment to show up on the Loungefly website. I don't think like you could only get these at C2E2, but I do know that with like Loungefly exclusive drops, they go really, really, really quickly if they are doing like any kind of online drop, but these are limited to 1,800. Then they'll have the Loungefly limited edition like zip wallet. I'm not sure how many that those are limited to, but
Anything
they will
on
have the crescent blade keychain, which honestly I'm a keychain girly, so like I think that that's probably something I'll buy if it's not like, $30 for like a keychain. But it's limited to 500 and so is the pen. I think these are really cool. I really like these. And I don't have a lot of Loungefly bags. I only have one and it's like a Spider-Man one.
yeah.
So, maybe I could be persuaded.
Yeah, we'll see.
The next is Grogu, which is so cute. Oh
So cute.
my God. I haven't
Mm.
even finished all of The Mandalorian and I'm like,
Oh, you need to.
I
I
know.
know. This is very tempting for me, but
I'm
I just
surprised you're not.
but functionally, I don't see myself wearing like if I was someone that I went to like Disney all the time, then maybe.
Yeah.
But I
It's
just
not like
yeah.
it's not almost it's so cute, but it's not like I don't know. Like you said, it's not functional enough to I think like you're like, I'm gonna wear this
I mean,
around.
I'm pretty eccentric with my stuff, but I feel like I just not really.
Yeah, I know you have like
Yeah.
what was it? I got you that cake worthy phone.
Oh, yeah,
Purse.
yeah, yeah, the Archie one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
one's
yeah.
fun.
But to the Mandalorian Grogu crossbody bag is limited to 1,100. Then you have the 3-inch pin, which is limited to 500. The card holder limited to 500, and then we have the lanyard card holder is limited to 500, and so is the keychain. So it'll be really interesting to see how quickly these things go. I will be seeing the booths pretty early in the day on Friday. I think I have like the first and second reservations
Yeah.
time-wise. So I'll be curious to see, Candace, when you go, what was really popular and what's like maybe already sold out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then, kind of going with those airway themes, the Pan Am that Funko is doing at their booth, we'll have Loungefly Minnie Mouse Pilot, which is really cute. The backpack is limited to 1,400, and then we have the pilot pin to 500, and I'm not sure what the wallet is limited to, but I think these are really cute. Not, again, my style, not something I think Mickey or Minnie person, but I think for people who go to Disney a lot and really collect Mickey or Minnie, this is really adorable.
Yeah, even though I'm really big collector of Minnie Mickey, it's not really my vibe. I think just because the pilot theme in this case, I mean, I like that it goes with the whole C2E2 theme. I think that's great. But yeah, it wouldn't be something that I would be drawn to, but it's really cute.
It is. Okay, so for our Comic Besties back issues, we're gonna just show you the comics we're gonna get. That some of the comics, not all, because we both realized that there's a laundry list of comics we might go get signed. But we tried to narrow it down to about 2 per creator. I am dog sitting for a friend right now, so I don't have my comics with me, so I'll be showing mine on screen. But Candace has pulled some of her comics that she'll be bringing to C2E2.
Excited. Yeah. So I'm going to kick it off. Yeah, we absolutely love C2E2's Artist Alley. It is massive.
Yeah.
It literally spans from A to Z, like rows on rows on rows. We will literally be there all day Friday getting things signed. It's a really good artist alley. It's I think the best I've been to. Yeah, so the first one we're gonna kick off with that I'm excited to get signed is by Andrew Peapoy. And we and Haley actually did a creator interview with him last year, and we actually connected because I got this variant, which actually Haley found for me when we went to Shortbox Live. It was one that was on my wish list, and I really now that we
Show it
have
again.
that, huh?
Sorry, you can show it again. There you
go. Now that we have actually connected with him and everything, it just makes it more special. So I actually do want to ask him to sign it. It'll be cool because we're gonna actually be able to meet him in person, which is nice because he's also a Chicago local, which is cool. This is the Afterlife with Archie with Sabrina variant. I really love this series, and especially this Sabrina variant because I love Sabrina a lot. So that'll be fun. Just to finally meet him in person. And then next, we have Brianna Garcia. So I'm not going to get anything signed from her, but she's actually is definitely a favorite of mine. I've gotten, but she does the Disney Princess comics, which is a really cute comic versions of all the Disney princesses. And I think the last time that maybe it was last year, the year before, I got a bunch signed from her. I don't know if I'm gonna actually get anything I'm bringing anything this time, but I definitely will stop at her table, and I hope to pick something up because I really love her really cutesy Disney style. And then the third one is Dan Parent, who is one of my favorites, because he's a writer and artist for Archie, an Archie girl. I usually go visit him at his table every year. I actually don't bring anything to get signed, which I know is probably shocking because I do have a lot of Archie stuff, but I do like to just see what he has at his table, see if he has variants, because he always has really good variants. I mean, half the time I end up ordering variants, he'll have it for different cons, and I'll end up PayPaling him because I'm just I need to get them. But I'm excited to see him again and see what he has at the table, but nothing planned on getting signed so far. We'll see what he has.
Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Hi.
I'm excited to see Andrew, especially because we had him a guest on the show. And then for Brianna Garcia, I'm not as familiar with her stuff. I didn't know that Candace has showed me her work. So I'm always excited to kind of just browse the booths. That's the best part of Artist Alley is just getting to walk around and browse and discover people, or kind of be reminded of people that maybe aren't at the forefront of your mind when you are going into C2E2.
Exactly. Hey, good morning.
Then we have Babs Tar. So I am so flippin' excited to see her. So I follow her on Instagram and I love all of her spicy stuff. She has a spicy sticker club, and I'm hoping she brings some of them because I will be buying some of her spicy stickers. I love her artwork, and so I'll be bringing a Nightwing issue and then a Criminal Syndicate DC, which I got from a friend, which I love that cover so much. So I'll be bringing these two to get signed, and then I'm hoping that she has some other of her comics or just artwork. And a really cool thing that is just a side note to Babs Tar is she created and designed a video game, a dating video game that is in beta version right now.
Really?
And following it. It's kind of like a college, university something. It's really cute, and I don't know. So I can't wait.
Like a sim game?
Yeah,
that's so fun.
Yeah, and then the characters are mystical characters. They're not just humans. So
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, great choices. Okay. my girl Christy Zulo. Really excited, of course. She has been almost maybe the last 3 years, 4 years, except she didn't come last year because she was at MegaCon Orlando, and I was very sad. But I always like to support her and get more comics, but I have a couple that I want to get signed. These are at least my two top that I'm probably going to get signed from her is the DC Halloween comics that she did. So we have the Poison Ivy variant.
I actually have that one too, and I will be bringing it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We have that one, really cute, and we also have the Harley Quinn one.
That's adorable.
Yeah. I realized I had this in my pile too, actually, so I might as well just show it real quick. Is Jeff? It's Jeff verse. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like pick and choose because I know like it depends how much she's charging. Because I know I'm gonna want a lot of other things from her too. Because I'm gonna like she's gonna end up bringing probably a lot of her like comic variants. She has like a website that she's been selling through, and she has a lot of really good variants on there. I just haven't wanted to like pay for shipping and stuff. So I'm hoping to get some from her. And she does a lot of like sketchbook variants, or not sketchbook variants. I mean, sketchbooks that she has that are usually she sells at cons. And I've been getting those every time I see her. They're really, really well done. And then next to her is actually her husband, Chris. Which of course I love. We love our artist couples. And they actually have like very similar style, which is really fun, and why I'm gravitated to both. Chris does also a lot of like Disney artwork, a lot of like original art. So I think I've read some of his, or not read, but like read the comics that he's done art for as well. So I'm hoping to actually get maybe like a print or something from him because I really like his style as well. So I think that'll be a good table to go to with both of them. I'm really excited because Chrissy's my favorite.
I'm really excited to go to Chrissy's booth. Trish Forstner is also going to be at C2E2, so I hope you get to get your comic signed by her.
Yeah. I did include her in the list here, so we're going to kind of show you some of the ones that I'm thinking of getting signed by her.
Yeah, and I feel like Chrissy's gotten bigger in the last like year or so, or the last 2 years.
Yes.
So it has, I feel like before we're able to go to her booth, and there wouldn't be really like maybe as many people. You could kind of chill there. We're definitely seeing like an uptick in people, which is awesome to see, like artists grow through the years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Chip Zdarsky. Okay, so I actually have a ton of comics that I'm going to bring to have him sign, but the top two is Sex Criminals, number one. I'm thinking of bringing a Not Safe for Work issue that is just really funny to me to have him sign, and then Howard the Duck. I love this cover so much, and so I'm going to get him to sign that one, and then I'm thinking of bringing Public Domain, because I did really enjoy that comic series, as well as I think there's like some Spider-Man issues that I have by him. So I have to think about it.
Yeah.
I know that he's writing Avengers Twilight, which I also pre-ordered, or not pre-ordered. I know that a bunch are out, but I've been like slacking on my reading. So I ordered from one of my local comic shops a couple of issues just so that I could sit and read them. And then depending on how much I like it, I will bring it to get signed.
I have a couple too from him. Mine are both Howard the Duck. And I do have more options, but these are the top two. So of course I wanted to get Howard the Duck number one. I have been really diving into this, like it's only 3 volume series, and it's really, really good. He's like, really? But no, I've always been fascinated with Howard the Duck, and Chip does a really good, like the writing for it is really, really good, and as well as the art by Joe Quinones. Will also be going like to get things signed from him as well. So of course I want to do number one, and then I also really liked this number 5. That kind of had a lot of the different characters on it.
That's really cool.
So we have a lot of we have Kitty Pryde on there, and our Fantastic Four characters, Guardians, like really, really fun. So I am excited to meet him as well. We'll see if I end up getting anything else done, but definitely a couple of those. And then you can go to the next one. Okay, so yeah, we have a good trio here. I'm actually gonna start with Joe, just because I just was talking about Howard the Duck. So there will be some crossover with Joe as well. So we also have a Howard the Duck.
I love that cover.
He's done the cover. He does a lot of the interior and cover art, which I think I really love this style. I think that it's a really nice compliment to Chip's writing. So I'm gonna definitely get that one. And then I actually did bring one that is not a Howard the Duck. I forgot that I had this variant, and I didn't realize it was him. And it's actually a Justice League Dark.
Oh wow,
I've
that's so
never,
fun.
I haven't dived into the series, but I really liked it because, of course, it was a Beetlejuice type variant, which I thought was really cool, homage. So I really want to get that one signed. Yeah, and I think it'll just be cool to have some like double signatures from both of them. Especially because I've been really loving the series. And then next, we have David Nakayama, which I didn't realize that he was going to be coming this year because I don't think he did last year. He did maybe 2 years ago. And I know, Haley, you love him as well.
I do. I don't have anything that I'm bringing. David Nakayama is a person who I always buy comics from his booth.
I
That's
think I
like,
will too, honestly.
yeah, I always get things from his booth for him to sign, but I don't have as many new comics by him. I'm realizing a lot of it is like some of the older stuff that I have that I've already had signed from him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I have two that I definitely want to get signed because they're both Virgin variants. So we have a Fire and Ice
I love that one.
which has the foiling,
I
which
also
is really
love
fun.
that series. That series is
Yeah, I've been enjoying
so
that
good.
series. I'm behind a couple of like maybe like one or two issues, but I've been really, really loving it. And then I also got his Maleficent variant, which I haven't been as much of a fan of the actual storyline, to be honest, but I really love the art that he's done for a lot of the Disney covers, and I was able to find this Virgin variant, so I was really excited. So I definitely want to get those two signed, and like Haley, I definitely will be picking some up at the booth as well. And then we have Gene Ha, which I've read some of his work. Some like I think I read a little bit of May, but I realized I also had a Disney cover from him as well, which was the Scar variant. Which I actually, I've been actually enjoying this Disney series. So I was, pleasantly surprised. I actually did have this one. I forgot I did. So I'm gonna get this one signed as well, and
I
see
think
what
I'm
else.
gonna get like Wonder Woman Historia signed
Oh,
by.
that's right. Yeah, he does have that too. I bought that a while ago because of you, and I still haven't read
It's
it.
so good.
I'm terrible, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing like what else he's gonna bring because I really love his variants.
Jeff DeCall. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. When I saw him on the list, I kind of screamed. I love his artwork. And I was surprised that I don't have as many comic covers as I want by him. To be honest, a lot of his covers, like variants, sell out really quickly, at least at like the comic shops that I go to in Chicago. But two of my favorites is the Black Cloak. I believe it's issue 1 that I have that he did. I think it's just absolutely stunning. And then the Deadly Class issue of Saya, it's one of the most gorgeous comic covers. I really, really love having this issue. And part of me was like, do I want to get it signed? Because it's just like do I want a signature on the cover? But I love the artwork so much, and I'm really excited to meet Jeff DeCall. And I'm really curious to see if he brings anything other like comics or variants or artist prints or sketchbooks. He's never come to C2E2 while I've been going, at least, so I don't really know what to anticipate. But I would be bringing some X-Men Inferno comics, but he had some on his website already like pre-signed, and I ordered Moira and Magneto. So I already have those signed by him, but not because I've met him, just because I ordered it through his shop. So I'm taking those. So I have like a lot of indie comics I'd be bringing.
Yeah.
But
I have no clue if I have any. I'm gonna probably check, to be honest, but his work is really it's really beautiful. So this might be, if I don't have any, I probably will get some, honestly.
Yeah, you definitely should. There's an issue of Captain Marvel, a cover that he did that I really want, but I think it's pretty expensive and it's hard to find, or at least it was like sold out from like the shops that I was looking at online. And but it's beautiful. His work is so good. Inuit Lee is also coming, and I'm very excited about this. I have a couple of comic covers from him, but I think the two that I'm most excited to get signed is Hellcat and the Captain Marvel with Ms. Marvel, which Candace has right there.
I didn't realize that was him, and I thought you sent this to me, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I actually have that one.
I'm so excited with those are two of my like big girlies that I really, really like. So I have to get those two covers signed. And then he's done a lot of like Spider-Man and the like Spider-Verse people. So I think I have a few of that and maybe even an X-Men one. I have to look through my comics. But these are the two that instantly came to mind when I wanted to get thinking about what I wanted to get signed.
Yeah, I really like his work. Okay, next we have our girl Jenny Frizen, who is always C2E2, of course. And let me show what I'm some of the at least my top three. So I want to get this Harley Quinn bubblegum. It's
So good.
pretty and pink and bubblegummy and girly. I just love it. So I'm really excited to do that one. And then I have another Harley Quinn that is like kind of like old school comic, like roughed up, like mystery. I really love that one as well. And then I got a Poison Ivy that I want to get signed as well, which is gorgeous. My God, like all the florals and everything. I also always usually like get a sketchbook from her as well, that has like all like little prints of everything that she's worked on within probably like the last couple years or her like favorites.
I think I might bring Dracula that she did.
Yeah, I don't have that version.
It's
I wish
so
I did.
pretty. Frizen, I have like so many comics. She's there every year, so I have so many comics signed by her. So I think if I bring anything, I'll just bring that one issue. But I'm not planning on bringing much. I'd rather probably buy something from her booth, if like a sketchbook or something like that. But there's not a lot that I feel like super compelled to get signed.
And then we have Kaylin Smith, which I'm not planning getting anything signed from her, but I actually visited her table last year. She's the artist and I think writer as well, hopefully, of Hope and of For Goodness Sake. I don't know if you remember that one, Haley, that I talked about last year. That was like it was like a hippie and a demon, I believe.
Yeah,
was like romance.
I do remember.
Yeah, so I really liked that first volume of that one. I really should have just bought the whole thing, but I was like trying to be good because I already had bought so much that week. So I want to get more of her stuff, and also like see what else she's come out with within the last like year. I don't remember if it was last year, maybe that I actually got the stuff from her. So so I was excited that she was there again because I really really like all of her comics. They're really really fun. And have like a really cutesy style, which is definitely my vibe.
Absolutely. Mark Brooks will be there. I have a couple of Mark Brooks issues, but the thing I'm most excited to get signed by him is this like birthday party X-Men comic cover. I remember getting it and like really falling in love with this cover art. And it's a Hickman X-Men issue, which I love. So I'm really excited to meet him. I have not seen him at C2E2 for as long as I've been going. And I had a friend actually get an X-Men Legacy comic signed that he did the artwork for Rogue on the cover and had sent it to me. So it'll be cool to actually meet him in person.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything from him. Some of these that you ended up choosing, I'm gonna have to kind of go back and like see if I have anything. Because sometimes I don't honestly. I can't match the cover to the artist.
I feel like if you have, which I don't think you do, but maybe like any of like the new X-Men titles.
I don't know. I've been collecting more lately, so we'll see. But yeah, that's a really good choice. I really love that one. I mean, if I ever see that one, honestly. But yeah, I love that. Good choice.
Then Jason Tinian and Martin Simmons, which I think you have. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm just going to be bringing pretty much for both of them the Dracula series that, of course, is the Universal Monsters Dracula. Haley also mentioned that as well, that she has a Jenny cover. But I've been enjoying.
I think I would bring this one to get signed, though, the first issue that you just showed.
Because
I think
It's
it's better
classic.
for signatures than
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna bring this one. I might, depends on pricing. But yeah, I really like the style. And the storyline has been really, really good. I haven't finished it yet, but it's a 4-issue miniseries, right, Haley?
yeah, it's pretty. I'm actually missing issue 3.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm hoping to get more of those. Yeah, and it's another double signature, which I think is really, really cool. Um, yeah, so I'm excited to see also, just like I said, about everybody else, like what else they'll be bringing, because I mean that's just half the fun, is like just seeing what people are bringing and just learning about new titles that way.
yeah, I also for James Tinian, I feel like there's some other books that I've been reading that I cannot think of, but I have to go back through my comics,
Yeah,
through my thing that he's written that I do really like that I would want to get signed. And then some
um
Department of Truth comics I definitely want to get Martin Simmons to sign.
yeah, I think James has. Oh, let me see. Oh, hi, good morning.
Hi. We're talking
Thanks.
about C2E2 and Artist Alley and just kind of what we're planning to bring with us on Friday to get signed. Because Friday will be the day that we bring everything and try to go through Artist Alley to get things signed. And then so that we have like Saturday to kind of just chill because it'll be so packed in Saturday.
Yeah, it's very true. I was gonna say, yeah, James. I think he did. Did he do Wind?
Yes, I
I think
think
he
so.
did Wind, and I know he's done a lot of
I should
Batman.
know this
That
because I loved Wind and I own every issue of
Yeah,
Wind. So I'm like 99 point. Let's say Wind. Yeah, he
um,
did. So I'll be bringing some issues of Wind.
yeah. I know he's done a lot of Batman too that I've collected. It's just that, yeah, I haven't done a lot of reading of the series, so I don't want to. I don't know. A lot of times I don't want to bring everything unless like I've been actually have a connection with it.
I don't know that they're fully sold out. I think Sunday tickets, there might be some, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
But yeah, that's all for that one.
And then we have Patrick Horvath for Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I know that everyone's been talking about this series. I picked up I picked up basically all 5 issues, like for my birthday 2 weeks ago. And Candace and I went back to my house just to like chill on the couch and read comics. And I just like read through all of them. This series is so good. And he is doing like cover art and the interiors and writing it. And so I'm so excited to meet him and chat because this series is phenomenal. And if you have not read it, I highly recommend it because it is just really compelling. And I can't wait for the next issue. Left on a good cliffhanger from
Yeah, I
5.
feel like I need to give it a try. Yeah,
It's so good.
I know I was like flipping through it and stuff. I mean, it's one of those that it's like it's cute, but it's like really gruesome at the same time. But yeah, I like the concept behind it. So I definitely, actually, yeah, maybe when you're getting these signed, I will pick up an issue. That's probably how it's gonna happen. Let's be
Yeah, I'd
honest.
be curious to see if he has any of the first issues because I mean they've sold through. They did like 3 prints of like issue 1.
Wow,
I
really?
think what I have is like a 3rd printing
Oh,
of
that's
it.
crazy.
So I'd be surprised if he had any of the first prints, which that would be kind of
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. We shall
Scotty
see.
Young won't be here this year, which was he usually is, but I did not see him on this.
No, I don't even know if he was there last. Was he there last year? I don't know.
I think he was there last year.
Yeah, but the year before, yeah. Yeah, he was a pleasure to meet, and just like I got some really fun like prints and things signed. So hopefully he'll come back. Okay, and then last ones I believe here are Tony Fleece and Trish Forstner, which I know I think one of you mentioned about her in the comments earlier. So theirs is going to be kind of a crossover, two signatures as well. I really love the Stray Dogs series, and I love a lot of the variants just because they're like homages to like horror movies. So I have to make sure which ones are actually her covers. They might all be, honestly. But we have Stray Dogs Annabelle,
I
which
love that.
which I love. I mean, you won't catch me watching this movie, but I really think this is adorable. Let's be honest. And then I didn't get to read the second series of Stray Dogs, or it was like a mini series, but it was of oh my god, why am I blanking on this on the movie? Oh my god. If you know, you know, because I am literally blanking right now.
Wait.
Why am I saying Halloween? It's not Halloween. Something else. But it's like with the little pumpkin guy.
Jack-o'-lantern? Isn't it Jack?
No. Oh
Like,
my god, I totally forgot because I actually
know.
watched this for the first time like a couple years ago, and I liked it, but now I'm like I'm blanking. Oh, trick or treat.
Trick or treat. There you go. I'm like Jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin head.
Yeah, but yeah, but I like the style of that. And then also for this will be for Trish. Is the Feral trick or treat. Thank you. Feral came out, which it was, it's the same kind of like vibes as Stray Dogs. And I really, really liked it. When Haley and me were doing that, like just reading on her birthday, I ended up reading this as well. And I actually really, really liked it. So I don't even know if it's only issue 1 came out so far. I don't know.
I want to read it. I'm hoping that they bring issues, because I'm gonna buy definitely from Trish Forstner's booth and from Tony Fleece. I ordered 2 cool comic covers like 2 weeks ago from a comic shop, and they have not even shipped yet. So for Tony Fleece to get signed, but so we'll see if they ever arrive in time. If they arrive, that'd be cool. But right now, the only other comic cover that I like really love by Tony Fleece is like the Miles Morales Spider-Man vintage cover, and I don't think I want a signature on that one.
Yeah. What were the ones that you ordered? Was it like Stray Dogs or something else?
No, they were actually, because I'm obsessed with like Tony Fleece's like retro magazine covers that he does. So cool. It was a Venom one, and I think was it Wasp? I think it was Wasp. And so those were really cool covers that I had been looking for, and there was a comic shop that had them for a reasonable price, but we'll see.
We'll see if you get them in time. And then I have one more, which was for Trish, was the Hades.
Yes!
Is this number 1? Yes, it's number 1.
That series. That's a good Disney villain series.
Yeah, I like that one too. She's been doing a lot of other variants for Disney. I think for every series, if I'm not mistaken. Which makes sense because that's definitely like her vibe. I think I'm also gonna maybe get one, depending on pricing, with a Scar variant as well, because I've also been, like I said, I've been liking that series.
I know that sometimes she brings like pre-sketched covers.
That's cool.
So I might get something from her.
Yeah, that's tempting. I know. Yeah, it's gonna just be so hard because like there's so many people that I'm excited about, and like I'm sure there'll be tons of people that I'll be like, oh, I actually like that. Plus, it's like not even just comic artists; it's like fine artists, and know.
I end up like leaving with tons of stickers.
Yeah, I think you hit a lot of like notebooks and stickers and little prints, and now there's just so much in that one section, especially because it's just so big. But I'm really looking forward to it because it's like one of my favorite things about C2E2.
Have a good day at work.
Enjoy.
So I think that is it for our comic guest and artist alley. I'll be curious to just see what else we end up finding, and of course we'll do a show where we show you the haul of things that we bought.
Yeah, it's always a big haul.
But if you're going to be at C2E2, let us know. We love to meet people in the community and say hi. And let us know in the comments what you're thinking of bringing if you're coming, or what you really like out of all the exclusives. But thanks for joining, and we will see you in May, because next weekend is C2E2 weekend, so we won't have a show.
So then hopefully we'll see you at C2E2 also.
Yeah. Bye.
Happy Sunday. Bye.